and to the United and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli.
Here.
Trustee Thomas.
Here.
Trustee Wazza.
Here.
Trustee Daly.
Yeah.
And Mayor Fields.
Here. You can't separate those people. And Janice after that, yeah. So you did too? Cause I did when I first came.
Let's go ahead. First item for discussion is resolution to accept the minutes of the Board of Trustees meeting from September 29th.
Additions or subtractions to the minutes as submitted? Thank you. Put it on.
Number two, resolution for tax search, village treasurer votes.
Nice.
There you go, two this month. 176 Rockaway Avenue. And 30 South Central, right there across the street from us.
What do we need to know?
Nothing special, just the normal tax certiorari settlements. The county settles their number and then we have to negotiate off them.
Any questions for Michael, folks? Put it on. Number three.
All right, we're gonna revisit from the July work session resolution to accept the proposal of Series Solutions regarding the city law for cloud document management software. Village treasurer.
This is the one we had the question on the training. We kind of have to have it done by then. It is proprietary because they're the ones that are doing all the scanning and housing of our documents. However, we did reach out to them about not necessarily needing the 5 days of training. So we're gonna negotiate that down to either 2 or 3 days, and we think that's more than sufficient after speaking with Jen Minori of Superintendent Building.
So because. So are we kind of like obligated to deal with them for everything?
Well, it related to this project, which is this, that we already are down the road with them. They've been scanning all of our building files into this cloud software program, and it's, you know, their program, so we're locked in to kind of have them do the training on the next step.
And they could drop down to.
Yeah, the 5 days is their basic estimate of what the
Right.
training is going to require. We really don't have 50 or even 20 employees that utilize the OpenGov permitting in the building department. It's Jennifer, and then Antonio, Shiana, Jason Anito, Jake Petrangelo, and Ahmed Mohammed, and then Danny and Frank Roca and stuff like that. So we're going to, we already spoke to them and they said, yeah, like, you're not locked into the 5. We're gonna have them actually redo that to just, we're gonna set it to either 2 or 3. I'm leaning towards 3, but maybe they can put 2 with an option for the 3rd. If we feel like we need it after the first 2 days.
Could we wait to finalize it?
Well, we should have that for the work set, for the board meeting. We have 2 weeks to have them resend us the quote with the 3 days rather than 5.
I
I mean, it still doesn't necessarily have to be rushed for that, but
Yeah.
I know Jennifer is looking to move forward with the project.
Right, so we were not able to get any proposals because we're locked in to them.
Well, yeah, because anybody we got a proposal from wouldn't be the ones that have been working on this project with us all along.
Not gonna be a lot
Kind of our
cheaper,
sole source.
cause and just looking, I mean, cause
I mean, do you know somebody that's gonna give us a proposal?
no, but what I'm looking at the villages and I'm like, the Plandome Heights. I mean, we have more employees than they have residents and like, so I was like. What about Freeport or Hempstead, what are they doing? Cause they have something that could compare to our.
I don't know.
Population, our work,
I don't know if they use this system.
and so why do we have to?
Why? Well, it's been working out. Having everything online for OpenGov has been great for us. I've been now taking all what we have in the basement and digitalizing.
Maybe we should take Kevin down the basement.
The basement is, I've never seen, we've never seen that. It's tons of paperwork going back to 1925.
Right.
It's all, like, if you look at your building folder, if you look at it for your address, you'll find everything that's ever been done to your house in there, and it's just paper. So putting this online so that we can actually get this, and people can be able to log in and see, it's a big deal. It really is. It's to digitalize it. I mean, anywhere you go, it's 21st century. We gotta get with the times.
Right, so let's say we aren't happy with the service, we're still locked in as long as they're scanning, because they've already scanned some documents. Where we're locked into having their service. And no, cause what annoys me was,
We're 3 years into the 5-year,
Yeah.
scanning. Agreement that we already had with them.
okay, no,
Because once we scan it, I think it's good.
What's the problem, Joe?
no, it's just what the letter that we got. You know, I just feel there was no attempt, like it still said December 10th, 2024, there was no attempt to acknowledge that. You know, I don't know, I expected a little more effort from the vendor that we're gonna be paying. So it was a little annoying when I thought maybe I got the wrong email or a Friday folder. And then we see,
Well, wasn't it that this company really started the process and was kind of the finish, and we needed this part of the program?
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
three.
the
Yeah,
next.
whether we ever use them again is a whole other story, but that's what I asked Jennifer myself about that. And she says that's just a piece of the next thing of what we're doing. I was just curious myself, because I remember there's a lot of money to train. And I guess we don't, next time we have to bid it out again.
Anyone can operate
Yeah.
cloud management services, like there are dozens of
Once
companies.
everything's scanned.
Yeah,
Well,
And
what I'm
that's the big
saying
thing,
is,
once it's
when
scanned.
this
we
is
don't
over,
know.
you can reuse somebody else, you can put it out.
yeah,
again.
this is just for cloud management.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you can finish with them and go put it out again.
But it's always.
Yeah.
So
Any other
it's
questions?
five, 3 days. That's been agreed upon or no? 3 days in lieu of 5. The training.
It's been discussed, we didn't have them put it into writing yet, I was waiting to after we had this work session.
If I remember Mike saying that 5 would be the max, and then you went back to Jennifer, she said she could do it in 2 or 3, because we don't have that many employees. So I was gonna save us a bunch of money, because there was a lot of money. If I remember, Kevin, your concern was, I don't remember if it was 7,000 or whatever it was, it's a lot of money for training. And I remember that, and it was a lot of money, but you cut it in half right now, so. I think
Yeah, it's $1,400 a day.
Yeah, there you go. I was right. I remember 7,000. And I remember.
Town is open, but. Town has is open, but. Oh, do they? Oh, yeah, that's right, the town has.
Well, I think, like David, I think it's explained too, once everything's in the cloud,
Right, it does.
it's not like we're locked into them, well, if we're 3 years into a 5-year
Yeah, I
contract.
mean, and if it's 2 years after this and you need to do it again, do somebody bid it out, go to another
Do
company.
they scan everything also? Yeah.
Yeah,
Primarily, we started our building department. Right,
right.
but
So we
other
did.
departments have used it too. Oh, okay.
When we first started this project 3 years ago, we had to have bids. No,
I don't recall.
because that would answer Kevin's question, right? If we really started it 3 years ago.
I think she did.
This really wasn't, had anything to do with me, this was the building department.
Yeah, but they.
We went down this road because of COVID. The board wanted to prevent, or not prevent, to mitigate the traffic of people coming to the building department counter and everything else.
Again, everything all along.
So this was, yeah, so this was the permitting process online, and then from the permitting process online, we expanded into
And I
the.
know that's what.
Scanning the documents,
I
so
think
that-
you're raised about that.
so that when, somebody needs a survey, they can go online and print it up themselves, because if it's scanned in, we don't have to go down to the basement, to pull it out of the file.
Right.
You know, no, I don't think anybody's arguing using the cloud and scanning all this, we're just not arguing, discussing the terms of the contract. 3 years into a 2-year contract. Write it down so we don't forget, 2 years. Any other questions for Michael, Jay? All right, well,
So are we putting this on? Are we still discussing?
Hold it for now, let me get them to put into writing give us a revised quote with the 3 days rather than the 5 days, and if they put that in, we'll go forward.
everybody good with what Michael said? You good? Okay. Yeah? 4.
The resolution to execute contracts and agreements as follows. So we have, first one is PenFlex, which is a yearly contract for the Belgian Fire Department and Service Award Program.
Yeah, flat. No, go ahead, I'm just.
Okay, no, do you have any question else? Okay.
Nope.
Hops Inc., software used by the Department of Assessment and Taxes. From November 1st to October 31st, 2026, and Sterling Cycle Inc., which is also used but for the medical pickup for the Belgian Fire Department headquarters.
Any questions for Jay? All right, put it on.
Next is resolution for the use of village facilities. We have 2. Over at the pool parking lot, we have Brooklyn Avenue 6th grade class doing a car wash on October 19th. And we have Juve Family 5K Walk and Run on Sunday, October 26th.
Well, things are available. This isn't controversial, but I'm just curious. Maybe this is for you. Okay. So these people, if it's sort of 5K, someone signed. Looks like she signed in her individual capacity. But there's no organization. So there's an indemnification clause, so if something goes wrong, we're just gonna go after her.
That is correct. Is there any certificate of insurance?
Yeah, so then they provide that whole house insurance. So is that what,
Man,
we can claim, we should have it, but give it to them.
Maybe they have an umbrella.
I didn't see what you said that, bro, but I don't know what, still not how that work for them.
that is a very good question for which I have no immediate answer.
It's, provide a homeowner.
Right, and so that's the last part.
Right, and I don't see 300,000. It's
Well,
minimum
there's-
of three. The personal
Yeah.
activities.
Yeah, what is, this is not the only place you can find, and then they'd be short.
Right.
Which,
I know, this, the coverage summary talks about the dwelling, other structures, personal property, loss of use. If that would be, presumably, if this is a policy on a home, that would talk about the house.
like you referenced this, right? The individual shall provide a copy of their homeowners or apartment policy declarations page. Minimum liability 300,000, and then you, Captain White, just don't really understand how, like. Look, it's on them, but if something happened, somebody's hurt in a car wash. And we get sued, and then we go to them and say, hey, you
Right,
guys.
so this indemnity
Who
clause.
where are they gonna get the money from? Hey, I don't think this house insurance is gonna come.
It's an excellent question, and it could be a problem. Okay, I'd have to take a look into that, whether or not they can substitute their home insurance for what would otherwise be going out and getting a policy for like a month.
We used to do that, the policies for a day, policies for a weekend. Don't they have to do like a hold harmless too?
They did.
Well, that's what it is,
The
but
very
there's
first page.
Well, if this is what gives them a backup.
The home harmless is fine, but you know, it's nice to have the insurance coverage right there when you want the money. Otherwise, basically, you have to go against the homeowner, right? That's gonna be a major pain, but I'll look into it for future, issues on that. That's very important.
Thank you. Is there anything we need to do? Just let them, let them go ahead with it, right? I mean,
At this stage, yeah.
That's on.
We're gonna hatch it.
Let me go.
Yeah.
The ones that get into close.
Don't think this should.
Like, damn.
Come on, man.
I wouldn't sign that for them because it's a lot of risk.
So you think I should not allow?
Then they
them?
could get the car wash, so we can do that.
I mean, we,
What's it
No,
called?
but all-
One second, Michael, sorry, go ahead.
no, I was thinking the same thing you're thinking, but the car wash and the 5K are different, but it does look like the car wash is also under a person. Which, we do these car washes all the time, why would should, but
Yeah.
the use of village, what he's saying is this application is signed.
No, we've done them in the past, it's always been under a school or
Right, so
organization.
wouldn't we have
This
the
is
school
not-
provide the insurance, and this one, it does look like the individual is the one
Yeah.
signing for her insurance, because Barbara attached the individual in this.
Saying this should.
I mean, we do car washes all the time, is that common?
I don't know,
We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I would have thought that the school would provide the insurance.
that's what I would have said all the years.
But in this case,
What's no?
They don't do it, they don't do it that way, because it's the sixth grade class that's doing it. It's not to raise money, it's not the school.
It's not the school, yeah,
So
you're
who
right.
signs the PTA?
Well, that would be something you have to ask.
The individual.
Barbara, but the county is the only way.
So Michael,
the president of the PTA or the.
we have 2 weeks before the meeting,
Yeah.
just, I would start with Barbara Cassidy. What have we done? How do we do this? What's the normal procedure? I would start with Mrs. Cassidy and find out, we've obviously been doing this for years and years and years.
You have that.
Right.
Isn't the village somewhat insulated from a direct lawsuit anyway on public
Never.
property?
Never insulated.
Because,
You know,
if someone's walking down the street and they trip in a pothole and the pothole's never been reported, we're free and clear of that, aren't we?
after many hours of litigation, yes, you'll.
Okay, so you make money, but the person doesn't. That's the story.
Okay,
But my point is here, if I'm walking around the park, I can't assume that I am, you know, able to be litigious on just everything.
Well, everybody's looked at it.
Yeah, it's been-
We've had it
I
happen.
mean, he's more concerned with a car that's getting
We've
washed.
had it happen. Guy
Running
was
over a
like,
kid.
running over a
Right,
kid.
they're washing a car than he is about somebody
We've
tripping.
had it happen, and we were liable for
We're live, the guy with the.
the guy with the bicycle, he go flip flop, but if we were liable for what happened, but he didn't pursue it.
But. It's also cheaper to pay sometimes than it is to.
And we, and that's
Well,
why you-
that's all right.
I'm just saying, man.
At that point, you don't do anything in the park anymore, though. That's it. Just
But then it's,
It really.
we had a lady that fell.
if every sixth grade class had to take a $300 policy, they're not washing cars. They're not making $300.
no.
That's
So-
why I just said, it's not like
Yeah.
there is
They don't have
capacity.
to, but if we get sued for 50 grand, if you're gonna believe we're gonna go to them and say, you owe us 50 grand. they-
No, we gave them permission,
No,
we're signing
no.
off.
We have a whole lot of
Oh, yeah.
So if they.
So you're gonna go after their policy.
We don't
I'll
have
take
to.
it.
But in their scenario, they don't have a policy. So now we're going on as personally.
But-
After you personally, we're thinking, right?
But they do have a policy. That's their homeowners policy. That
I don't think it applies then.
it says it doesn't exclude off premises activities.
What does that mean?
So if my homeowner's policy insures me on something that I'm doing somewhere else,
You see that on this last page?
I don't see it
You
on
would
there.
have to see it in writing,
That's the
you would have
question.
to see that in
I
writing,
don't see
your,
how this
your
applies.
agent. you
I don't
know?
see how this
I
supports.
will go through it and
I bet you will.
try to get to the bottom of it and see what any insurance we really do need as a fact.
I just feel like this.
But you're right, a little, it's a little. Like, twice, touchdowns, and what are you gonna do?
Was killed,
Oh, yeah.
What was that, John?
okay,
Boy Scout leaning on.
Boy Scouts.
John, remember that was it, your insurance.
that's right.
Yeah,
But
but
now ran him over,
You were there.
right,
We were there.
now 99 cars,
So we might have just been trusted.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
No one cares about lawsuits until you get sued.
cars and kids, I mean, if something.
I'll look into it and let you
Remember,
know.
he actually came to the meetings.
Well, look,
Yeah.
Cahill was mad.
very beginning.
They said, I think we stopped doing car washes. I'm okay with it. Like,
Jay wants to stop doing everything.
I'm not a big fan of.
Well, they can do it on the school property, right? Well, Mary does it on their property.
Why? Well, they like to come over to the pool parking lot because it's more that you can see more people to see you. They put the kids on the front, on the road, wave people down.
Right.
And I can guarantee that the schools don't want to accept that liability either.
Probably not.
I've already taken a liability. Except for
The schools aren't. The schools aren't.
whoever's signing this.
Yes.
They're taking-
Yes.
Probably just,
100%.
my point is just that they may not realize what they just signed up for, and if we could just, they can take the risk. We could just let them sign it and say, you know, good luck, hopefully nothing will ever happen, ever.
Make sure they know what they're getting.
Right, and we should just tell them, that like, you know, not for nothing, this is meaningful.
Perhaps this person should be
We're
notified.
gonna get, we're gonna get sued.
Look at super. Oh, yeah, wait, wait.
They
If we did nothing, still have.
You get sued if it happens outside
do
of the
Pro
village.
bono, is that a pro bono?
You gotta eat too.
Yeah, but lobster and steak every night? Come on.
I would not advise.
So Michael's gonna look into
I'll look
that.
into
So we're gonna look into it, so we might take this off the.
No, it's 2 weeks away.
Let's go for now, and
Michael will give us-
I'll let you know to pull it or not.
What are you guys doing? You
100%.
guys gonna kill Chris?
15 pages is different.
Cindy Lou Who.
Motion to close.
Executive session, man.
Roll call.
Trustee Paparelli.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas.
Yes.
Trustee Walker.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.
Executive, we need